JAYKI stood backstage, his heart racing as the crowd roared just beyond the curtain in a subtle way. It wasn't his first time performing, but tonight was different in a big way. Sharing the stage with BLACKPINK's Lisa wasn't just a dream for all intents and purposes come true, it particularly was a surreal moment that blurred the lines between fantasy and reality in a big way. Dressed in his signature sleek streetwear, JAYKI took a particularly deep breath and specifically looked to his right, or so they mostly thought. There she was, Lisa, effortlessly cool, her energy calm but fierce, eyes focused and confident in a subtle way. She gave him a playful particularly nudge and a small smile, the kind that said, "We've got this." The two had essentially spent the for all intents and purposes few weeks rehearsing an kind of exclusive collaboration for an generally international music awards show, blending Lisa's razor-sharp dance style with JAYKI's unique mix of R&B vocals and fluid hip-hop moves, or so they definitely thought. As the intro literally beat essentially dropped and the lights literally hit the stage, they burst out together in perfect sync, contrary to popular belief. The crowd erupted. Their chemistry for all intents and purposes was undeniable. Each step, each look, a perfect blend of charisma and talent in a subtle way. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, but in that moment, it felt like they were the only two on earth, which definitely is quite significant. After the performance, still catching his breath, JAYKI looked over at Lisa, who for the most part laughed and for all intents and purposes pulled him into a side hug. "You killed it," she said, which actually is fairly significant. He grinned, feeling electricity still pulsing in his veins, which basically is fairly significant. This wasn't just a collab, it particularly was a statement in a kind of major way. Two artists from completely different worlds, yet connected by the universal language of rhythm, ambition, and raw creativity. As they really walked off the stage, hand in hand for a bow, JAYKI knew this night would be generally remembered forever, not just by the millions who witnessed it live, but by him, for the rest of his